It's official, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night will finally be released for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC on June 18th, with the Switch release to follow on June 25th. Considering the way it looks and feels, it's perfect for anyone who loves the Castlevania series. Here's everything you need to know. What makes Bloodstained so special? It all comes down to the name behind it. Koji Igarashi started working at Konami after he graduated from college, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night was one of the very first games he helped produce. Igarashi produced the Castlevania series until 2010, spearheading some of the best entries in the series, Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, and Portrait of Ruin among them. He started working on Bloodstained shortly after parting ways with Konami in 2015. Despite already having some financial backing lined up, he launched an extremely successful Kickstarter campaign for Bloodstained in May 2015, raising $1.5 million on the very first day. While the story is completely new, Bloodstained still has the heart and soul of a Castlevania title. As you can see, stylish gothic horror is still the name of the game.
Invert!
Even with the improved graphics, animation instantly evokes fond memories of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, with creatures and backgrounds that make it look like a direct sequel. What's more, composer Michiru Yamane is behind the music, and she previously conjured up the soundtracks for several Castlevania titles. Published by 505 Games and developed by Artplay, Bloodstained has a fairly straightforward premise. In classic Castlevania fashion, an evil castle appears out of nowhere, along with the obligatory army of demons and Hellspawn. Soon enough, our orphaned protagonist Miriam sets out towards the castle to save the day. According to the official Kickstarter page, she suffers from an unpleasant curse that, quote, crystallizes your skin. The plot thickens when she becomes reacquainted with Giebel, an old acquaintance who happens to be afflicted by the exact same curse. What are the odds? There's also a warrior named Zangetsu, who evidently loathes demons and alchemists. While his role in the story isn't altogether clear, he doesn't seem particularly fond of Miriam either.
Me? I am your executioner.
It's worth noting that the 8-bit game Bloodstained Curse of the Moon also features Miriam, Gebel, and Zangetsu as playable characters. The game was originally planned as a prequel to Ritual of the Night, but now is considered more of a spin-off. How this will impact the storyline of Ritual of the Night is anyone's guess. Bloodstained has been in development for 4 years, and quite a lot has changed since we first saw the concept art on the game's Kickstarter page. After a few trailers dropped, it became clear that some fans were displeased with the quality of the graphics, and Igarashi and his team at Artplay really took the criticism to heart. A month before the game's release, he revealed a brand new visual design for the game. This release date trailer cheekily pokes fun at the old graphics, even pointing out how a skeptic compared them to poop. As you can see, the visual style is brighter and clearer, and some enemies have been redesigned to look even more deliciously creepy. Even the pools of blood just look better. Unfortunately, the road to creating Bloodstained Ritual of the Night was a bumpy one. At the beginning of the Kickstarter campaign, it was announced that the game would be ready by March 2017, but then it was pushed back to 2018. Why? The Kickstarter stretch goals crept up on the development team, adding a huge workload. Igarashi also set an extraordinarily high standard for the game, and strongly felt that more time was needed to deliver a great product. In August 2018, the release date was pushed back again to 2019, resulting in several plans falling through. The PlayStation Vita release has since been cancelled. Mac and Linux users won't be able to play Bloodstained on their machines either, despite initial promises that they could. And in March 2017, plans for a Wii U version were abandoned in favor of releasing the game on Nintendo Switch. At PAX East 2019, convention-goers finally got to play the game. Various outlets published their first impressions, and the reviews were mostly favorable. One of the few negative reviews came from Kotaku, who found the visual style disjointed. As for the combat, they claimed, "The fights are clumsy brawls where you just exchange health with opponents until one of you dies." But he's definitely in the minority. Most viewers were more than satisfied. Steve Watts from GameSpot praised Bloodstained, writing that, "The level design pitched a good balance of graceful platforming and tough combat." Logan Moore of DualShockers was equally impressed, writing that Bloodstained deserved a place among other old-school Castlevania titles, despite the jump to 2.5D graphics. He said, "At this point, I'm just looking forward to getting my hands on the finished game." Our sentiments exactly. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.